Welcome to the very first episode on the 2023 Indian Premier League here on the Cricket Corner podcast. Today I have made a list of the top 5 players to look out for in this year's IPL. Well, we are all in IPL fever at the moment and I am no different. I am particularly happy after I learned yesterday that Sky Sports are broadcasting the tournament here in the UK. So that's perfect as far as I'm concerned. But let's keep all these broadcasting things out of the way and talk about the 5 players which I personally will be looking forward to seeing in this year's tournament. And I'm starting my list with the big one, the man himself, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, captain of the Chennai Super Kings. He's going to lead them for, I don't know, like for the 13th year or for the 14th year. And he's the man. I think I can't wait for the fact to see him walk out to bat, or when he walks his team out on the field and the crowd cheering him at the MA Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai, because this is the first time they will be returning to the Chepauk after the COVID, after a couple of COVID hit seasons. And this is going to be a really, really interesting to see how MS Dhoni goes about doing his things in this year's tournament. He's 41, but let's be honest, he's still one of Chennai's most important players, particularly coming lower down the order. Last season, he played 14 games and scored 232 runs. Now, that's good enough for a player who comes in at number 5 or number 6, sometimes even lower than that. He did score a half century and he averages 33, which is absolutely fantastic as far as a person coming lower down the order is concerned. A strike rate of 123 last year as well. So we know for a fact that he can hit the ball long. And some of the videos that CSK social account is showing, and he is absolutely smacking the ball all around the ground and he looks readier than ever. My only concern is the fact that this could be his final IPL season. I know CSK fans or cricket fans in general don't want me to say that, but what happens if he leads Chennai to the 5th title? Will he retire on a high, or will he just stay around for another season or two? Because I'm sure he's fitter than ever. I am sure he has a couple of years still in him, but you never know. If he wants to leave on a high, he might just call it a day if he leads Chennai to their 5th title. But yeah, MS Dhoni is a really interesting one, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how he develops this new CSK squad. There are likes of Ruturaj Gaikwad in it. There are some great youngsters like Shivam Dube, and there are some good players in this CSK squad, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how Dhoni leads them. And if he leads them to glory, I'm really interested to see what he says in his final interview or press conference. Sticking with the Chennai theme, my second player, which I'll personally look forward to seeing in this tournament, is the man himself, Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes, I think, was signed for like 16 crore. Was he signed for? 16.25 or something. Let me just have a look at Ben Stokes' IPL price, and 16.25 crores for him. And I think he has been signed. He's like the marquee signing for Chennai this season, and let's be honest, despite him retiring from ODI cricket, he's still one of the most lethal players as far as limited overs cricket is concerned. Yes, he hasn't had much run in the IPL over the past couple of years now. He didn't at all participate last year, and in 2021 he just played one game. So his proper foray in the IPL came back in 2020 when he was playing for the Rajasthan Royals, and he was absolutely brilliant in that series. In that season, 2020, he scored 285 runs in just 8 games. He scored a century, 107 not out, with an average of 40.7 and a strike rate of 142. So there is a player in there, Ben Stokes, but and he's one of those players who is really good when it comes to soaking the pressure. He's probably similar to someone like MS Dhoni. He can like soak pressure and can guide you to a victory against the odds, like he did in the World T20 final for England. But I think Ben Stokes might open. He might play in the middle order. You can use Ben Stokes wherever you want. I think he opened for Rajasthan Royals, didn't he, from a couple of years back? But CSK have a genuine all-rounder in their hands, and his bowling would be quite useful as well. I think CSK fans will be hoping to see Ben Stokes, the 2017 version of Ben Stokes, which played under MS Dhoni for Rising Pune Super Giants back in 2017. As I said, he played 12 games in that edition of the IPL. He scored 316 runs, did score a century, and he even picked up 12 wickets. So that is a kind of Ben Stokes I'm expecting to see, because he opens the bowling for England when it comes to T20 cricket. He can do the same if asked to do, and I feel like he's a genuine match winner, and having two match winners in the form of Dhoni and Stokes is music to the ears as far as CSK fans are concerned. And they've got some really good all-rounders as well, the likes of Moeen Ali, Ravindra Jadeja and Ben Stokes. Gives them a lot of balance in the squad as well. You can put them in any order if you want. We have seen the Moeen Ali coming at number 3. We have seen Jadeja at number 4. You can then put Ben Stokes somewhere in the middle, or you can open with him. So CSK have 3 genuine all-rounders, and I think Ben Stokes is one I'm really looking forward to seeing. There have been talks on social media saying that Ben Stokes has been signed by Chennai as a possible replacement for Dhoni as far as a captain is concerned. Well, I'm not sure about that, but let's be honest, he has been excellent captaining the England Test side, and if given the opportunity, I think Ben Stokes can do a really good job should Dhoni step down. So that's the Chennai part of this video done. We have talked enough about Dhoni and Ben Stokes. The third player I personally will be looking forward to seeing is Prithvi Shaw. Now, there are a couple of reasons why I have picked Shaw over any other players, let alone from just Delhi Capitals, because this is going to be a massive season for Prithvi Shaw. He has had a great domestic time. He's still domestic season. He's still struggling to get into the Indian squad, but this year could be make or break as far as Prithvi Shaw is concerned. And the two reasons I personally feel that is the sad and unfortunate absence of Rishabh Pant. So there is still no news on who is going to keep wickets for the Delhi Capitals this season. But if I am the person in charge, I would hand over the gloves to Prithvi Shaw and see how he's done. I think he's one of the most exciting batsmen to watch when he's in form, and with no Rishabh Pant to shadow him, I think he can really blossom as far in the absence of the Indian wicketkeeper, and possibly catch the eye of the Indian selector as well. Prithvi Shaw has had a couple of up and down seasons as far as him in the Delhi shirts are concerned, because last year he played 10 games. He scored 283 runs. He did score a 61 in there. I think he scored 250s. A strike rate of 152. Now that's a really good strike rate when you are coming towards the middle or lower middle order. But Delhi fans would really want to see the 2021 version of Prithvi Shaw. He played 15 games on that occasion, 479 runs at a strike rate of 159. A strike rate of close to 160 throughout the IPL. That's really good, and shows how many match-winning innings you can play with that kind of a strike rate, and an average of 32 as well. 450s he scored on that occasion. Prithvi Shaw, similar to that kind of a similar to the 2021 edition, could be a real match winner as far as the Delhi Capitals are concerned. And with the likes of David Warner opening the innings, and Prithvi Shaw can also open the innings, but if you put him down the order, he can do wonders for you with that strike rate. But having a player capable of scoring runs whilst opening could really be a handful as well, giving you some good starts. Delhi Capitals coach Ricky Ponting himself feels like 2023 could be the season of the real Prithvi Shaw. I have an article open right in front of me from the ESPN Cricket Info, and here Ponting was quoted as saying the following: "He's trained harder and better than I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure leading into the IPL, he's in better physical shape than I've ever seen him before. And I spoke to him the other day about his attitude and the way he's working and how things are going. I honestly feel that this is going to be his biggest season ever in IPL." So he's got backing from the Delhi Capitals management. I did make a slight error saying that bats in middle or lower middle order, but I just realized that he opens the batting. But yeah, he's really capable of turning Delhi Capitals into a force to reckon with should he continue with his recent form in the domestic circuit and takes it to the IPL. I feel like there's a player in there, and the unfortunate absence of Rishabh Pant could be a blessing in disguise for Delhi and Prithvi Shaw as far as I am concerned, and I'm really looking forward to him seeing how he takes this opportunity if he's given the gloves and if he's given a license to go out and play his natural shots, because he's played 63 games in the IPL overall and has an average strike rate of 148. So that shows he's really capable of hitting the long ball. And you never know what happens with Prithvi Shaw. He could have his form is really like a mountain. Once you are up, next day you are down. But I really hope he grabs the opportunity with both of his hands and takes Delhi to the later stages of this year's tournament. Number 4 on my list is yet another English player, and I have got someone who's never played in the IPL and is going to make his IPL debut. That is Harry Brook. Harry Brook has been England's find in the last year or so. Like 2022 and 2023 completely have belonged to Harry Brook as far as England is concerned. And this is going to be one of his first ever time playing in a domestic T20 league outside of England. He has been playing for Yorkshire and he's had some good games with them. But this is going to be his first real chance of proving in a league outside of England. He has played for the Hobart Hurricanes in the Big Bash League in Australia, but he's barely played like 7 games or something, so he hasn't had much of an opportunity there. He was going to be a part of the Johannesburg Super Kings in the SA20, but he didn't play there. And but Sunrisers Hyderabad have paid in the region of 13 crores to sign him, and this is based on how well he's performed for England in the Test matches and even in the T20 front. In Test matches, he averages like 80 upward, and he's got like 800 runs from 6 Test matches in his career, and he plays with a strike rate of 98 in Test matches. In T20 internationals, he's played 20 games. He scored 372 runs at a strike rate of 137. But when you look at his overall T20 career, he's played 99 games, 2,432 runs, a highest of 102 not out, and he plays with a strike rate of 148.3. Now that is the Harry Brook Sunrisers Hyderabad have paid the big bucks for. There is a player who is very much capable of hitting the ball long, and if he perfectly suits Sunrisers Hyderabad, and if he plays in the middle order, because I feel like Sunrisers Hyderabad need a player who can not anchor the innings, but a player capable of playing the long shots and taking them over the line. Um, and they need like a X factor in their squad. They had the likes of Shemron Hetmeyer before, but I think I think Harry Brook is very much capable of taking. Oh, sorry, I meant Nicholas Pooran, not Shemron Hetmeyer. I always get confused between those two players, but yeah, um, Nicholas Pooran kind of player who can give you a kick when you really need it and take the score past that. If they play the regular run rate, you might get 160, but you need a player who can take your score to like 170 or 180, and Harry Brook is someone who is really capable of doing that. And I'm really interested to see how he develops in the IPL, because he has played in Pakistan, yes, so he's not someone who is not accustomed to these Indian subcontinent conditions. And so yeah, it's really interesting to see how he goes about doing his things. He will be joined by Adil Rashid, his England teammate in the Sunriser Hyderabad squad, so he has some company over there as well for him to settle down. But I think expectations would be high as far as Harry Brook is concerned, but he's shown in England colours that he's not shying away from expectations and pressure, and he really thrives on it. And I'm really hoping to see a big season from Brook, leading towards to a Cricket World Cup, which is going to be played in India as well. So a good season here could really see him cement his place in the England one-day squad. The final player which I will be looking forward to seeing, and this is a little bias from me because I'm a Kolkata Knight Riders fan, and it is the man himself, Nitish Rana. Now the reason why I've picked Nitish Rana is because he's always been one of those underrated players in the KKR squad, and because he always goes out there, he contributes really well, but somehow he always goes under the radar. Last season he played 14 games, he scored 361 runs at an average of 27, a strike rate of 144 almost, and he's also very much capable of giving you some overs here and there. In case one of your bowlers is going for a lot of runs, you need a couple of overs from one of your part-timers, and Nitish Rana is very much capable of doing that. But my reason for picking him as one of the players to look out for is very much similar to that of why I picked Prithvi Shaw. The reason here is the absence of Shreyas Iyer, and there have been talks in the cricketing media saying that Nitish Rana or Sunil Narine could be the stand-in captain for the Kolkata Knight Riders in the absence of Shreyas Iyer. And if Nitish Rana has been given that opportunity, I really want to see how he flourishes, how he takes this side, because he has been part of the Kolkata Knight Riders for quite a long time now, and probably like around 5 years, as far as I can remember, 4 or 5 years with the KKR squad. He knows this team inside out, and I think he is an ideal player as far as captaincy is concerned. He knows the squad well. He knows the expectations from the KKR management and from the KKR fans. And KKR have a great squad. They have a good bowling attack this time. The likes of Russell, Narayan, Varun Chakravarti, Shardul Thakur has been signed in. There is Tim Southee as well. And I really want to see how Nitish Rana can lead this side if given the opportunity. But let's assume that he's not given the captaincy, but there is still a really good player in there. I think he's one of those floater kind of a player which can come in at any point in the batting order, depending on the situation KKR in. Like, let's assume the KKR openers give you a great start. You can send Nitish Rana a bit lower down the order and give chance to some other batsmen up the order. But if needed, let's assume that KKR don't get a good start, you can send Nitish Rana at number 3 as well. So he's one of those players who who can bat up and down the batting order, and he's really crucial. He has the capabilities of, once again, like I've said regarding all the players on this list, the capabilities of scoring at a very good strike rate as well. His strike rate was 144 last season. His overall strike rate in IPL career is 134, which sounds about right. He always gives you important runs. He hasn't had one bad season in the IPL. He's always contributing in the region of 230, 250 to 300 run IPL seasons. And I really think this is going to be one of Nitish Rana's biggest years in the Indian Premier League. So yeah, these are the top 5 players which I personally will be looking forward to. Those being MS Dhoni, Ben Stokes, Prithvi Shaw, Harry Brook and Nitish Rana. I'm sure you might disagree or agree with certain things. If you disagree, let me know which 5 players you will be looking forward to in the comment section below. If you're listening this on YouTube, you can always tweet me at Mr. Vatsal Vora on Twitter as well. So yeah, I hope you all are looking forward to the IPL as much as I am. I'm really planning a lot of videos and podcasts for this year's Indian Premier League. And I'll see you in the next episode covering this Indian Festival of Sports. This is me, Vatsal Vora, signing off. Ciao for now.